Welcome back, everyone. I'm glad to be with you again. So today I thought that I would do a oil painting demonstration of a pine branch with a pine cone. And I think that's a great thing to do because that subject is a very detailed subject. There's a lot of little, all the needles and the things on the pine cone, the little, pokey things that stick out. I don't know what you call them. There's a lot of detail in a subject like that. So I'm going to try to show you how to simplify it and make that easier, because it's usually better with a subject like that to go ahead and simplify it and paint in sort of the larger masses of shape and color, and suggest the detail rather than try to go in and meticulously paint each needle. So the reference photo we'll be using today, I'll put up on the screen here for a moment. And then, now the colors I'll be using for this demo are cadmium yellow light, transparent oxide red. You could also substitute that with burnt sienna. A tiny little bit of cadmium red light, ultramarine blue, and chromatic black. You could also use ivory black, and then I'm using white. You could use titanium white. Whatever white you've got on hand is fine. So, and I have a little toned surface here, piece of canvas that I'm working on. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is we're going to just quickly indicate the little transparent oxide red, just kind of where we want the placement to go. So the pine cone is going to be approximately here. So the first thing let's get some ultramarine blue and some black, and mix that together. And then to that, we're going to add just a tiny touch of cadmium yellow light to make it a dark green. Now, one of the tips I can give you is that one of the best ways to get a good green for landscapes is to use black mixed with yellow. That will give you a real good landscape, kind of neutral green. Okay, so let's take a little of that, and we're just going to indicate real roughly where we want those branches to go. We won't worry about a background today. We'll just go ahead and just roughly put that in. And it looks good sometimes when you're painting a subject like this to just kind of put in this real rough sort of amorphous indication, and then put some detail on top of it, and you'll be amazed at how the brain will kind of fill in the detail for you, and actually, you don't have to go in and paint every single little thing. Okay, so next thing we want to do is take some transparent oxide red and a little bit of black, make kind of a dark warm brown color, and let's paint in the shadowed side of the pine cone. Okay, and then to that we'll add the tiniest touch of white and some more transparent oxide red. Warm it up a little. Just a hair darker. Don't get this too light. Keep this lighter than this base color, but not too light yet. Okay, so then you're gonna go in and just kind of indicate some of these. And if you add just a little bit of cadmium red light to that mixture, you'll get that nice red tones that you see on some of those things. Especially in here, I see it. Another thing you can do is, when you're doing this, is start at the outer edge and pull inward, like that, and that'll kind of give that little bit of light on the outer edge. Okay, now for the light side of the pine cone, we're going to take some more transparent oxide red, mix that with some white, and a little bit of black, just so it doesn't get too hot, so to speak. And then we can pick up some of that color and put in these light pine cone. You know, painting a pine cone like this is almost like, it's kind of similar in a way to painting rose petals, is that they're gonna sort of overlap in rows. Probably look good to go in with a little bit more of that little brighter red right in here. Make a transition sort of area. That red color. Yeah, I like that a lot. It looks good. Okay. And then these sort of cool highlights you see on the very tips, you can mix a little white with black and a little bit of ultramarine blue. Don't get it too blue. Got those little cool tips on it. And don't overdo these little highlights. You know, just a few. Okay, and then to put in the pine branches, we can put in an indication of the trunk with some transparent oxide red and a little bit of black. We'll just put this in here. For the branch, I guess. just the shadow side. And then, okay, so then we'll take a mixture of, we'll go back to our green mixture and lighten it up a little bit. Some more yellow. And maybe just a touch of white. Let's put some medium into this. Make it a little bit looser. Okay, so now rather than going in and painting every single needle, you just want to kind of indicate some light areas. And this is not going to be the lightest lights. This will be more toward the upper side of the branches, towards where the light is coming from. So then you just put in some of those areas like that and pull away from, start at the where you indicated this, the branch, and then pull away from it to give that sort of look that the leaves are growing away from the branch. And then for your highlights on the needles of the branch, or the pine needles, we can go in with some more yellow and put in some white. So now that looks a little too warm to me for pine needles, so you can always cool that down by adding some blue. And some more white to lighten it up again. Yeah, that's perfect. So then again, you want to go in, but don't overdo with this, but just indicate on some of these areas the lighter needles. And then you can go back if you want with a little of that mid-tone pine cone color. Just a little bit of it. Maybe bring it down a little bit and put in some highlights in the branch in the areas where it shows through. So that's a quick demo on how to paint a pine branch with a pine cone on it. And like I said, the best way to indicate the needles is to suggest them with larger shapes of color and form rather than trying to go in and paint each detailed little needle. So I hope that you found this demonstration helpful, and I will see you next time. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. Go ahead and click on that subscribe button so you won't miss the next video. And why not spread the joy? Be sure to share my videos on your favorite social media. Don't forget to head on over to my website, walcottfineart.com, where you can see my art, read my blog, or when you join my newsletter list, you can win free art. Every month, I'll choose a lucky winner from my email list, and that person will receive a mini original oil painting. There's a chance to win every month, so be sure to sign up today so you don't miss out. Plus, you'll get my fun newsletter. See you next time!